One of the biggest difference between a traditional and an online educational setting is that you do not get to have the same kind of interactions with students online as you would in person. Not being able to see them and have face-to-face conversations, to be able to explain projects or assignments or give that verbal feedback is something that a lot of students say is a negative part about online education. So our role as an instructor is to make sure that we, in an online setting, are building these relationships as well. This is important because student-teacher relationship in a classroom actually is one of the biggest deciding factors of whether the teacher's classroom management plan is going to be a success or whether it's going to be a failure. When students feel like they don't have a relationship with either the instructor or other students, it actually starts to diminish their success in the course. Being able to establish rules, routines, positive and negative consequences, building these meaningful relationships, these are all steps that you can take to be able to ensure a student is successful in their courses. Now, there are a few different ways that you can do this. One of the best things that's now available for online classes is screen recorders. So such as Zoom that I'm working on right now. There's also programs such as Loom, any kind of video conferencing software where all of a sudden the instructor and the students can be seen as actual people instead of just someone typing through a keyboard or posting an assignment where you don't actually even know if there's someone on the other end. These videos allow you to get to know a person a little bit better and make it more personal. Not only is one-on-one interactions where you can actually have meetings with students, but also just being able to create instructor content. So instead of just posting like slides or resources, you could actually post a recorded session where you're lecturing about a specific topic. This also could be used for when you're giving feedback. You could create a video where you're talking about the assignment, kind of giving them feedback on the assignment. So again, that they can actually hear you and maybe understand a little bit better what you're trying to say. So those are just some of the best practices that you can kind of use to create that relationship. So along with creating relationships, it's not just about you yourself, it's about knowing who the student is that you're working with. A few ways that you can learn the needs and the interests of these students. You can set up video conferences on that Zoom or Loom that we've referred to a little bit earlier, even if it's just a 15-minute introductory session just to kind of say, hi, what are your expectations for this course? If a video conference isn't available, even just discussion boards where you can kind of ask questions, what is driving their desire to learn as a student. That way you can kind of know like what brought them here, how motivated they are, what their kind of passion is. Open-ended questions is what you should really be focusing on in this area. Anything that allows them to kind of look introspectively at themselves and kind of assess in themselves, why am I here? What is important to me about getting this degree? And even just some questions, do you enjoy books? What do you like to do in your free time? Just anything that connects you on a personal level. So, switching topics a little bit. So in an online setting or any educational setting, really, there's going to be differing views that instructor or students or student to student is going to have. And it's really important to address this in the correct way. And the correct way to address this is with respect and open-mindedness, which you should not only be employing yourself, but also encouraging and honestly demanding from other students, that they must be respectful, even when viewpoints are differing from their own. Actually, differing viewpoints are a very good thing in a classroom. It allows for deeper discussions. It allows for you to hear a different side. You might hear something that you never considered. It might make you more open or understanding. You don't have to agree with everyone, but you do kind of have to respect that they're coming from a different place than you. So as long as everyone is, respecting each other, it can actually create really good discussions and deeper thinking. And with that goes, just as a Christian, it should be said that you should be having this respect, because some of the key characteristics to being a Christian are being able to have kindness and have patience with others. Even if they don't have the same view, you never look down on them for it. You always show that kindness, that compassion, even having patience if it's something you don't agree with, but always kind of making sure that they feel welcomed and that they feel like being with you is a safe area for them to express them true selves. Thank you.